The level of the championship is too low. There is no competition for you. This is one of the most common comments I got under the Lotus Cup videos in my Italian channel. And it is a stupid comment. Do you wanna know why? Because this mentality is the easiest way to lose a championship. You know, in every sport, losing is the best motivation an athlete can get. That means that if you always win, your opponents will double their effort to improve and eventually get to beat you. They will study, they will learn, they will improve. And you can be sure that in the next races they will come after you. Well, this is exactly what is about to happen here in Misano. During the last weeks, my opponents has been studying, and now they are ready to strike back. But let's do a quick recap. Lotus Cup Italian Championship, round 4 out of the 7 scheduled. In Mugello I had engine problems, FP1, FP2 and qualifying thrown away. In race 1 I was able to come back up to P2, and in race 2 I dominated the whole race and won by 16 seconds of advantage. In Varano Abati was flying, but an engine failure destroyed his weekend, allowing me to win both races. In Magione misfortune haunted Abati, who again threw away 2 races. But the bad luck also struck me. I had a crash in qualifying, I made a stupid mistake at the start, and then a series of unfortunate events caused me to finish only P2. While in race 2, a cooling failure prevented me from making a comeback and taking the win, and so I finished in 3rd position. The standings now speaks for themselves. Naska leader, Copetti, who quietly won 3 races, is a close second, while Abati, the defending champion, is mega behind. But you know what? He has a huge hunger for victory. And here in Misano, the music is about to change.
Ma non è che puoi monopolizzare il muletto.
Oh, quest'anno
Basta.
non so.
Basta.
Ho pagato tutto il culo dell'anno scorso.
Hai avuto fortuna l'anno scorso?
Metà e metà.
Ok. Allora è così. Karma.
Mugello ho avuto sfiga, però ho avuto culo a Misano, che era quella fondamentale perché dava i punti doppi.
Ah, ecco, ti posso dire che io ho avuto culo nel 2019 con le moto e da lì ho avuto 3 anni di sfiga. Quindi di solito è 1 a 3.
Se il ciclo è così lungo io mi ritiro.
È una merda.
No dai, adesso basta, io ho finito le cose che si possono
Basta.
fare. Basta.
In quanto si gira qua?
1,47, 1,48.
Ok. Già dentro.
No, bocca al lupo.
So we found the issue from the last race. If you remember, we had some cooling issues, and yeah, that was a cooling issue. Basically, there is a sensor that as soon as you go over a specific threshold, it begins to pump the water in all the cooling system, okay? And why doesn't it always pump the water? Basically because if you're driving in winter and it's cold, you don't want to cool the engine down too much. And so that broke, and basically it wasn't cooling the engine that much. And that's what happened. They fixed it, hopefully. Now, full throttle. The thing is that every time I go in Misano, I remember about motorcycles and also about my ankle. Yeah.
È già scaldata la macchina? Sì, è scaldata.
Ma la gomma anteriore sinistra?
L'hanno cambiata.
Ah, l'avete cambiata, non
Sì,
è
sì,
quella
sì.
brutta,
No, assolutamente no.
Ok.
Assolutamente no. Allora, erano un po' alte quelle posteriori, quindi una volta passo qui la sistemiamo. Vai.
Abati P1, Naska P2, 0.3 of a second behind Abati. And I wasn't slow. That clearly means that the music has changed.
Stefano! Domanda. Può aver senso dargli più camber dietro?
Dovremmo vedere che problemi hai.
Nel senso che la sento che quando provo a cercare di entrare tanto forte in curva e forzarla tanto, quando arrivo verso centro curva col momento di massimo appoggio mi va in snap dietro.
E questo te lo fa più sul veloce o in quelle lenti?
Sul veloce specialmente. Sì. E in quelle lente non tanto, diciamo medio e veloce.
Come barra davanti sei tutto duro? Tutto duro da destra e sinistra. La pressione era salito tanto? 2, 3,
troppo.
Ciao.
Ok. Fai anche l'FX Pro col Formula 4, davvero? Giura? Sì. Ma l'hai mai guidata?
Sì, aspetta.
Spoiler, no, he never drove it. Well, yeah, also Copetti is doing double duty this round. Both Lotus and Formula 4. What a hero.
Infatti ho detto vado al briefing delle Lotus, però il briefing delle Lotus è esattamente quando sto girando. I have a little problem. The Formula 4 briefing was when I was driving the Lotus, and the Lotus briefing was when I will drive the Formula 4, so I don't know what to do. So we were not expecting rain, but it's raining. And the thing is that I don't think it's rain. I think it's... Can you see the humidity? Those are not clouds. That is humidity and sand, which is probably condensing and coming down.
Boy, this is really a horrible day. The heat is unbearable, one of the worst I've ever felt. Because you see that cape of condensed sweat covering the racetrack makes the thermometer read 36 degrees Celsius, but the weather report says that it feels like 45 degrees Celsius. It's devastating.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see something Formula 1-like. Even if I bought it on Amazon for 60 euros. Ready? Spam! Che sensazione di fresco! Non hai visto i tempi di nessuno? Non andava là.
No, non andava niente.
Perfetto.
C'è la media di 1,49/1,50 comunque.
Ha fatto il 49,5 di
Sì,
best.
bravo.
Gli altri abbati?
Non sappiamo nulla. Non sappiamo nulla perché non prendevano i tempi.
There we are, close together, within a few tenths of a second. The fight is very close. It has to be said, though, that the situation is strange, because before, the track was crap. That humidity with sand made the track slippery, and if on top of that you had the used tires, well, we were still taking the measurements. And now, with the new rubber, you will see the real values on the field, because now it's time for qualifying.
Clean jacket worked for the first 5 minutes and then stopped working. But those 5 minutes were like driving your Lotus on the road with the air conditioned.
Okay, 48.7. Almost 1 second down from the free practice. That's great, that's good. Let's get to the pit lane and check the pressures.
Hai tempi?
48.2. Holy crap! Lap time made by Giubergia. And who the hell is he?
Ma Giubergia chi è? Va forte?
L'altro ragazzo, quello con la macchina nera.
Ah, cazzo, mettendo. Ok.
Perfetto, 1,9.
Vado?
Vai.
1,48,649.
No, stop, everyone. I can't accept half a second like that. Okay, I know it's useless right now because there is a Superpole, but I have to figure out how to make that lap time. So let's try again.
Vedere i tempi?
È in pole di pochissimo in pole.
So P1, 20 thousandths of a second in front of Giubergia, which is a new guy. Very fast, wild card. I lost 3 tenths in one corner, so I know where to improve. But you know, now it's Superpole. 1 lap. Anything can happen.
48.2. Giubergia beaten by a few thousandths of a second. I feel better now. Okay, we are ready for Superpole. This is the warm-up lap, and now we'll have only 1 timed lap to bring home, hopefully, the pole position. We get to the final sector. We ready? Whoa! What's going on? I have an issue. No way! I can't believe it! I broke the shifter, and now there is only just a tiny piece of it that I must use to upshift and downshift. And guys, you can understand how hard it is. I can't believe it. Right now, at the beginning of the time lap. Let's see what I can do. Look at this. I cannot find it with my right arm. It's so low and it's so hard to pull. Now, let's try downshifting in turn 1. It's so hard in the downshifts. Let's see now what's happening in turn 2. Okay, I was able to downshift to third, and now the upshifting is just so hard. And also, the cutoff is not working, so I have to leave the throttle when I upshift now. Let's downshift to third. Look at this, it's so hard. Second gear. This is going to be the hardest upshift of all. Look at this. I lost it. Come on. I can't believe how much time I just lost in the first sector. Now, it should be easier in the second part of the track. We get now to Quercia. Downshift 3 gears. 5th, 4th, 3rd. At least the downshifts are good. The big problem is with the upshifts. It's so hard. My hand is burning. It's really hard. It's also cutting the metal. Down there it's sharp. I'm struggling a lot, guys. Also, I'm putting a lot of force in my right arm to try and make the upshifts. We are now on the huge straight. I can rest a little bit my right arm. 6th gear at the end of the straight before the big corner. And we get ready for the final sector of the track. Come on, guys. Come on, Naska. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Easy with that. No track limits. Downshift to 2nd gear. And now the final 2 corners of the Superpole lap. 4th gear, short shift. Just 1 more upshift here. 1 more downshift to 4th. And there we go. This is the end. This is the end of it. Oh, mamma mia. You have no idea how much my right hand hurts. Damn, I can't believe it. It never happened anything like that in my whole life.
Come sono arrivato?
Madonna.
Quanto ha fatto?
Ma calcola che per fortuna non avevi le forze.
Minchia, cambiare qua mi ha ucciso, Cioè,
no, ci
figura
credo.
come la merda qua. Non riesco neanche a metterla folle.
Basta, va bene.
Te la lascio qua.
Andiamo al volo, sì, ma arrangio io. Ovviamente.
Oddio. È stato massacrante, raga.
That's crazy, guys. I just don't know what to say. I limited the damage. Come on. But the really devastating stuff is Giubergia's time. 47.5. Man. Okay, I'm so curious to go to talk with him just to meet him. And, well, there it is. And do you want to know the funny thing? The exact same thing happened to him in the past.
Successo anche a te?
Adesso una stria.
Anche a me in Superpole, non so se ti ricordi, in qualifica a Vallelunga, che dovevo entrare in Superpole, abbiamo una strata al volo.
Merda.
È un po'... sì. Ce l'hai il Vinaville?
Sì.
Incolliamo con un po' di
Un po' di
vino.
sputo. Chewing. Chi è che ha fatto la pole?
E Giube?
Ha fatto un
Sì, è giù, No, caro?
Tra l'altro siamo 2 torinesi.
Ah sì? Poi a Faust. Dov'è che l'hai fatto 47,5?
A Misano.
Misano.
A Misano.
A 7,5 hai fatto un giro tirato? o
Abbastanza.
Ok.
Stavo girando alla seconda curva, quindi ho detto
Perfetto, allora è abbastanza
tirato. Esatto. No, ve l'ho tirato, quello sì.
No, dagli intertempi 7,9 ce l'avevo, 7,5.
No, io non pensavo perché avevo visto di aver fatto un po' di errori.
Ah.
Ho detto non lo so, vediamo. Poi ho visto 7,5, ho detto no.
Buono. Tu c'hai corso dei...
Io dal 2017 che corro.
Ah, con queste
Veloce.
macchine? Ah, ok.
No.
Ce l'hai già un po' più in mano.
Sì, assolutamente.
No, sono curioso di vedere i tuoi dati per capire dov'è che si migliora. Volentieri.
Can I tell you something? The Lotus Cup Italy group is so nice. Because on track we are all opponents, even tough ones. But outside we are all friends. We together, we laugh, we joke, we drink. Every telemetry is shared so everyone can study the others to also understand where to improve. That's so nice. But most importantly, those people saying that the level was low, what do you have to say now? In this qualifying there was a negative surprise, which was Abati, out of Q1. So he did not join Superpole. The thing is that he was simply convinced that he was going to pass the cut, so he stopped to save tires. But in the last second, he was overtaken and he got screwed. Well, not really screwed, because this can be an interesting joker. Because this qualifying will mean that he will start 5th in race 1, but he will start P4 in race 2. Yeah, because I remind you that there is a reverse grid in race 2, which is based on the qualifying result of the top 8. And you know, I've been thinking about doing that on purpose as a strategy for a while. Because, you know, it's always better to start in the middle, because in race 1 you can recover, and in race 2, if you're fast, you can get to the lead almost immediately. The only thing is that in this championship, the pole position gives points. 4 points to the poleman. So, in the end, it's much better to take the pole position.
Torno in box, mi dicono, guarda che ti ho dato 8 decimi. Ok.
Sai, ti legge uno che ha vinto il titolo.
Ok.
Ci riprovo!
Ci riprovo. Rientro, inizio a fare tutto alla morte, alla disperazione e riesco a dargli tipo 20 millesimi, no? Quindi recupero quel gap e dico, cacchio, si può andare ancora più forte. Allora ci prepariamo per la Superpole. Arrivo al carro, scalo.
No, ti è rimasto in mano.
Mi è rimasta la leva in mano. E dico, ma che cacchio faccio? Avevo tanto così di leva rimasta e ho fatto
Male
tutto.
della Madonna.
No,
poi,
ci sono aperto la mano.
Ok, sì. Perciò non lo sappiamo chi sarebbe stato il più veloce tra i due.
Lui.
Perché ha migliorato di tanto?
Ha migliorato ancora di altri 7 decimi.
Ah, ok, sarebbe stato complicato arrivare a quel livello. Dice.
Però di ideal 3 decimi ce l'avevo, 7 no. Quindi devo capire effettivamente dove è la differenza. Mi ha spiegato che lui ad esempio frena col destro e usa la frizione in scalata.
Sì, poi sarà vero, perché poi anche il tuo rivale. No, giusto,
Non mi darà mai così, giusti, chi lo sa. Però ci proverò. So, exactly like Formula 4, I lose everything in 2 corners, Quercia and Tramonto. That's crazy. I mean, in all the rest of the track from Giubergia, I have the same exact pace, if not even a bit faster in a couple of corners. So, it's good because it means that I only have 2 corners to improve. It's bad because historically they are the corners that I never understood. So, I'll just stick to him to the race and I will see what he does differently.
Here we go, ready for race 1. Here's a big problem. I still haven't figured out how the hell to start with this car. Yes, because it has the strangest clutch I've ever driven. Because with the Formula 4, you go flat, you keep it there for a couple seconds and then you release the clutch. And that clutch never, and I repeat, never ever slips. In fact, it sticks so hard that you could easily stall and shut the engine off. And I know something about that. But what about the Lotus Cup? This is the exact opposite. It's so easy to make it slip. And if you do that, it overheats and you risk breaking the clutch. So you have to start at low RPMs. Leave it gently, and just try not to let it slip. So how many times did I succeed so far? 0 times. Not even in free practice. So I know this, I can't start. And that, my friends, is going to be a really big problem. There we are, ready to start? You already know it. It's going to be a horrible start, as always. Or maybe not. Let's see. No way, no way, no way. Oh, actually, it was not that bad. I started almost like Giuberta, but look at that. De Virgilio got an incredible start. So yeah, me and Giuberta started badly, but De Virgilio did an incredible start. And so, I lost P2. Now, I have to recover. I see that De Virgilio is going like crazy. Will he attack Giuberta? Look at that, look at that. They are side by side in the braking, but Giuberta has the inside line, so De Virgilio went wide. I can try to pass him here, but no way. He managed to exit fast from that corner, but now look at this. I exit much faster than him, so this is going to be an easy overtake before the braking. We are side by side, but what's going on? Why am I so slow on the straight? I mean, I got off that corner twice as fast as him. Look at this. Also in this corner, I'm much faster than him, but he just has more power on the straight. I mean, is there anything wrong with my engine? I just don't know what's going on. Now, look at this. I just messed up the braking now, but look at this. We are at the same speed on the straight. I'm on the slipstream. No, wait a second. Maybe I finally understood why I am slow on the straight. Yeah, because yesterday Giuberta told me that this engine on the dyno has the maximum power at 7200 RPMs. The thing is that the limiter is at 7500. But if you change at 7500, you break the engine. So the safest way to drive is to upshift at 7000. But maybe I'm going slow on the straight because I never changed at 7200. Okay, in the corners I'm faster than him, so I know that I'm faster. I just need to find out why I'm slower on the straight. Now, we get to the final corner, I downshift to 4th. I accelerate better than him, and whoa! Look at that! I saw smoke coming out of the exhaust. That means he's making the corner in 3rd gear. So, you know what? Maybe I'm upshifting too early. And maybe that's a bad habit coming from Formula 4. You know, in Formula 4 you have the maximum power and torque already at the low RPMs, while here with the Lotus Cup maybe the peak of the power is at the highest RPMs.
Scalpita Naska, si fa vedere in ogni curva in pratica.
Whoa, Naska, you're slow. Wake up. What are you doing? You can go much faster than this. Okay, it looks like I was sleeping. Now it's time to change pace. So, the thing is that maybe the RPMs lights should always be on the red. Ideally, so let's try to see. Look at that, I'm much faster than him. So, this is going to be an easy overtake. But let's try now to push to the highest possible the RPMs. Not yet. I can give it more. And you may say, okay, why just you don't hit the rev limiter and so you understand where the limit is. The thing is that the rev limiter is too high. It's at 7500 RPMs, and if you constantly change the 7500 RPM, you break the engine. So, I will try in the next straight. Let's try to hit 7200 RPMs. Let's see what happens. Now, I prepare the exit. 3rd gear. I copy his line, and now look at this. I will hit 7200 RPMs. There we go, that's it. Look at the difference. Now I'm faster on the straight. I can't believe it, guys, I can't believe it now. Hard braking in the Quercia corner, and I just realized why I was low on the straight. That's crazy. I finally understood, for example, why in Varano Abati was going much faster on the straights, or in Magione everybody was passing me on the straights. This means that I'm losing tenths of a second in every single lap, in every track. Fine, now let's upshift at 7200 RPMs for a few laps to build some gap.
Attenzione, Naska all'interno, De Virgilio prova a difendersi, sta tondo Naska all'interno, vediamo se è riuscito a prendere la seconda posizione. Tornato sul suo passo da record 49.8, è l'unico presumibilmente a scendere sotto il muro dell'1.50, no, perché lo fa anche Abbati, 49.9 per Abbati. Diciamo che i primi tre staranno imponendo un passo gara davvero incredibile.
At this point it's clear that Giubergia is faster than me, a lot faster. So what's the point in pushing the engine too much? There is no point. Especially because my opponent in the championship is Copetti. Copetti is P4, I am P2. Let's just save the car, save the engine and finish the race.
Siamo dunque alle ultime curve per Giacomo Giubergia, che è pronto per andare a conquistare il successo in questa gara 1 della Lotus Cup Italia. Punti preziosi in classifica per Alberto Naska, che chiude secondo e aumenta il gap in classifica nei confronti di Massimo Abbati e Maurizio Copetti, rispettivamente in terza e quarta posizione.
Cazzo!
Siamo partiti due malissimo però.
Madonna! No, è quell'altro che è partito bene.
Esatto.
Potevi aspettarmi.
Ma ad un certo punto ho detto, ma io lo aspetto, almeno combattiamo un po'.
No, il passo ce l'avevo, perché ho perso tipo 5
all'inizio,
secondi
esatto,
là
ho
e poi.
visto.
Di best cosa hai fatto te?
49-1.
No, allora ne avevi un po' di più di me. Ho fatto 49,5 io di best. Mortale.
Ladies and gentlemen, P2. That's just fine. Kudos to Giubergia because he had an incredible weekend and he was just uncatchable. And kudos also to Abbati because he quietly fought his way back to the third place. And he made us realize that in race 2, not only he has the potential to stay with us, but he has the potential to catch and run away. And yes, we got some big slaps in the face, but we also learned a big lesson. Lessons that I know by now, but some people that follow my video may not. The lesson is simple. If you're stronger than your opponents, rest assured that the dominance will be short-lived. Because soon, they will come. And how do they do that? That's simple. They watch you and they learn from you. Which is the exact same thing that I will do today. Giubergia was faster than me, and he beat me. And so what? I analyze his driving and learn from him. If you upshoot at 7200 RPMs, you take down a few tenths of a second. For the next race, that's what I'm going to do. He brakes with the right foot and downshift with the clutch and the car brakes better. For the next racing weekend, I will give it a try. And that is the beauty of sports, but in general of life in all its forms and species. Whenever someone dominates, the world self-regulates, and in doing so, everyone grows. And now only race 2 is left, with the reverse grid of the top 8 qualifiers. I will start P7, Giubergia P8, Abbati P4. This is going to be really fun, my friends.